Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
How do you feel when you hear and see like yourself now, like when you was a kid? You know what I mean? Like, especially if you got to do shows and shit like that, like it goes on and on. Like your voice don't sound nothing close to that no more. Like, do you perform those songs? Do you feel a way about that, or you just perform it with your new voice now? Is that
yeah, I perform it with my voice now, you know what I'm saying? And then I mix in new songs. Yeah, because that's what the people want, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta give what they want to hear. But actually it's crazy you bring up that issue, right? So I was like, me and my boy Bebo, we was building, he was like, yo, you know to be ill? I'm like, what? He like, yo, do an album with the Rugged Child. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, oh, that's fly to take my old voice and mix it in with my new voice and let them take the old perspective with the new perspective and redo the albums. And I was
right?
like, you know what? It's gonna take some time, but that's an idea that's in the works that we're gonna put together. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's like with the Rugged Child thing. It's just like sometimes people they're gonna call me the Rugged Child till I'm 70, and I'm like, yo, I'm somebody's dad now. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. So it's kind of hard to perpetually call yourself a child. I know when we were talking about this before the show, you were kind of saying how the child moniker kind of, mentally puts you in a kind of place that you don't necessarily want to be in. You want to build on that?
yeah, because you know what it is. I believe is that a lot of people want to remember their childhood. So when they want to remember their youth, they look at me from their youth and want to keep you there. You know,
Right.
and just with all the words like trying and child and maybe and all those words that's not affirmative, you know what I'm saying, can actually appear in your life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you call yourself a child for so long, you would start doing child behaviors.
Mm.
And I
That's
did
right.
that for a long time. I was a grown male, but I was a child. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I had to sit down and I was left with just myself, and I had to look at myself and say, "Yo, what you do to us?" You know what I mean? And I said, "Yo, I gotta fix this." You know what I mean? Well, and and that's what I wish for everybody. You know what I mean, out there, man. And I just hope that and I'm lucky that I didn't die before I realized that you know all those rules and all those things that people place on it is not real. You know what I
Mm.
mean? How many of my friends died believing the block is the block? You know what I mean? Or got
Mm.
life in prison, right, for issues or things that was just temporarily or just something that wasn't that big. It seems so big right now, but 10 years later, it's so small. You know what I mean? And into decision making, and they died believing that the crew is the crew, and that's not true. So when you get older, and it's not that we're not cruel, but priorities change. And I had
Mm.
to learn that. I used to get mad at even the clan. I used to get mad. Oh no, 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 yo, this, that, and the third. Until I came to my evolution. Now I'm going through the same thing with other people, and I understand. You know what I mean? I understand it. Like you gotta grow, and if people aren't growing, you gotta let them be.
Facts. Rod Digger just chimed in. She said, "Peace to the gods. I'm on the road." She said, "Love you, Shy."
Peace, you know that. Word up. Peace, love, always. You know that. Outsiders. Word up. Word up.
Peace, Queen. Thank you for chiming in. You know you'd be here if you could. So it's funny that you say that, about people passing away, believing in the block and all that. You and I had a mutual friend that you introduced me to, and I'm talking about Lord Superb.
Yeah. Well, Superb, rest in peace, Perb. I introduced Perb to the clan too.
Rest in peace, Lord. I know you did. Rest in peace, Lord Superb. Man, I remember when I lived in Brooklyn, 560 State Street. I don't know how we had initially connected, but we connected somehow, exchanged numbers, and you called me and you came through to my rest and you had Perb with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And y'all was just like too young, you know what I mean? Just had that young hip hop street energy. And I was just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking with these dudes. And then Perb somehow just kept coming back. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Perb was like that. Perb was like, he's like, yo, once you let him in, that's it. You family. He would disappear for a year, but he'll show up. Even with his, that's my brother. Even though we don't always agree, you know what I mean? And
Of
things
course.
happen, but I miss that. I miss Perb getting on my nerves. Wow.
Perb used to get on my nerves too, but I fucking love him. I know y'all had disagreement at one time.
Our disagreement was because I ain't have nothing to do with his other disagreements. You know what I'm saying? And he pulled me in, and I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? You know how I was. Even when I bring him around you, I wasn't saying like, yo, get with Jamar and you my artist and you this and you that. That was just my friend. Now, if you come around my other friends and y'all do business and it don't go out the way it's supposed to be, why am I being pulled into? Bro, that's wrong. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that's how I always kept it. But we spoke. I'm glad we spoke before, before he returned, you know what I'm saying, transcended. And it was all love, man. Wow.
Right. Yeah, he definitely was a talented, misunderstood brother, man, that I wish people could have really seen what, the magic that he had, because he was nasty, bro.
You know what happened?
I did some ill joints with him that never came out. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Perv is special. Perv is special.
What was you gonna say? I'm sorry if I cut you off.
I was gonna say, was it about Perv? I don't know. It'll come back.
So good. Shit, another one that we lost that's actually mutual, I guess he's family to you, is our brother Kango Kid.
Yeah. That's my sister's daughter's father. Yeah, Kango. Shout out to Kango. Rest in peace, Kango.
Yeah, man. Fucking how is your sister actually?
I just spoke to her yesterday. She's alright. It's hard because raising a young girl, a daughter, and Kango was very hands-on with her, you know what I mean? And she's so smart and intelligent, if you met her, it's like she's not falling for the okie doke, so she knows what's going on. It's just hard with little girls with daddy, you know what I mean? So, I'll be there as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? But as we all know, ain't nobody gonna be able to replace him,
Absolutely. Your other sister, I believe, has a daughter that went to school with my daughter.
Yeah, in Georgia, right? Yeah.
No, in Staten Island.
Yeah. Yeah. The Catholic school, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a school.
No, right? Because people start going crazy. What?
Yeah, well, you send them where? Like, listen, trying to get the best education for the kids.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's my wife. Wow. She knows about all of that shit. And matter of fact, my daughter just graduated college and shit.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, she just graduated from Hampton and shit.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, my daughter, she's just finished her freshman year. Freshman year in college too.
Nice, nice, nice,
Uh,
nice. That's
Shout out
crazy,
to her.
man.
Yeah, that's when you know you getting of age, man, and that's when I realized, man, that I had to step up to the plate, really. You know what I mean? And now it's actually sad when you look at it and you see dudes not acting their age, and it's like, yo, you too old for that, bro. You know what I mean? Like I can't even see, being in those same areas anymore. You know what I mean? It's hard to even take a show because I know, like, yo, if it's in this area, what I'm subject to if I go, you know what I mean? And
Mm,
if I gotta have a gun, or if I gotta be like that, or my boys gotta be like that, then maybe I shouldn't be there, and I just won't go. You know what I mean? Because I'm held responsible for where I put myself, and that was my problem. Always getting in situations and then trying to figure the way out of it instead of seeing the end result before and not even putting myself in it.